Macca's Reviews.
Hey guys, Macca here. Welcome to my quickie review slash first impressions video for Metro Redux, which is a two-game remastering of Metro 2033 and Metro Last Light, coming out available on Xbox One, PS4, and PC starting August 26th, both digitally and on disc for the consoles. Now the game does cost $50 as a two-pack bundle, or you can buy each game individually for half that price digitally if you so desire. So let's just get started with some of the stuff included in the pack and whether or not it's well put together. So the last year or so has definitely been the year of HD remakes, remasterings, bundles, and collections and all that, and this is definitely the way it should be done. Both of these games have had a major series of updates, most notably Metro 2033, which is the older game, having originally released in 2010 on the Xbox 360 and PS3. It was quite, I guess, dumbed down from the PC version, which ran a lot better. Some of these modern improvements include improved graphics, new gameplay modes, including the survival and Spartan mode. So for those unaware, survival mode, which is now included in both games, as well as Spartan mode, which is included in both games, are different playstyles for both games. Metro 2033 was a lot more of a survival type of game with less ammo, more about stronger enemies, and you can now play that style in the newer game. And the newer game had Spartan style, which was more about fast-paced shooting, modern FPS type of shooting with a lot of ammo, easier AI, more stealth, and now you can use that and play it back in Metro 2033. As I said, in Metro 2033 there's also improved AI, the controls are better, there's less loading in between levels, there's modern updates like new menu, new loading screens, and even some features like new collectibles that are available within the game to collect, which does help for people who might be replaying the game. For those who don't know, the Metro series has always been known for having a great atmosphere. It is a FPS with the apocalyptic feel, and also has the ability to try stealth and run and gun options in almost every scenario, both of which work great. It is a quite linear story-based single-player game, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. It definitely plays on your fear, and it doesn't use those cheap jump scares that a lot of games do use. It immerses you enough that you are just fearful for what's going on, the audio around you, and whatnot. Now, Metro 2033 does look absolutely phenomenal, and it plays great with all the options in both survival and Spartan mode. However, some of the updates can't make up for some of the previous problems the game did have, like occasional bad level design and unnatural lip syncing. Those are two problems that were apparent in the original release in 2010 and unfortunately still are there. However, they don't make as much of an impact as one would think, assuming they're playing a 4-year-old game. Now, this was my first time going through Metro 2033, and I thoroughly enjoyed myself the entire way through. From some of the research I did, it seems that they not only improved the game graphically, but they also improved it in ways that gamers don't usually think about, as I had mentioned before, with less loading and some modern updates. Now, included in the bundle is also Metro Last Light. It does also have many of the changes and updates that I mentioned earlier for Metro 2033, although they are significantly less noticeable as the game was just released in early 2013, making it only about a year old. Now, you can even check out my original review by clicking on the screen here. There are some things that no longer apply, but more or less it is much of the same game. However, with this edition, you get the original Metro Last Light, with the slightly improved graphics optimized for the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, as well as all the DLC packs included, which is an extra 5 or 8 hours or so of gameplay depending on how fast you played it. Now, there's not much for me to say about Metro Last Light other than it is an enjoyable, stealthy, or run-and-gun type of game that follows the story of Metro 2033, although they are loosely based off of each other, but you play the same character in the same universe with more or less the same dilemmas. And they do play off of each other very nicely. It was very enjoyable being able to play both of these games one after another. And I must say that both of these games are truly amazingly optimized, running, from what I could tell, at 60 FPS, 1080p on both consoles. No chug, no lag, no frame rate drops. They ran smooth 60 FPS all the way through. Perfectly optimized for me, at least. Now, that's really all I have to say about both of these games, and it comes down to my recommendations for you guys, the consumers. My recommendations are a little bit complex based on the fact that you can buy both of these games separately or as a package, and you don't actually save money for buying it as a package. Now, I do recommend this franchise to anyone who hasn't played either of the games and enjoys single-player, story-driven games. I feel like these games are truly worth experiencing. They are very unique, and you probably haven't played a lot of games quite like them before. Once you experience these games, the worlds of the Metro will truly be ingrained into your brain forever. Now, I also recommend it to fans of the series. There's a lot of enjoyment to be had, and those who did enjoy the first two and played it originally will probably enjoy themselves again. Now, if you can only have one of these two games, I would definitely recommend that you do pick up Metro 2033, as it offers significantly more updates and changes, and a good amount of time has passed between the previous game and now, and it is worth replaying for that reason. However, it does offer slightly less content than Metro Last Light, which is a longer game, and the DLC does add quite a bit of length as well. Now, if you've recently played Metro Last Light and it is freshly ingrained in your memory, or you've played it on PC and you haven't upgraded your PC much at all, I probably wouldn't recommend Metro Last Light in that scenario. But if you did play it just when it came out and there's been a full year since you've last played it, and you really like the series and want to try it again, I would recommend picking that up. Hopefully that does make sense to you guys. Now again, if you didn't like the originals, there's not enough change here really for you to want to play these again. There are significant improvements, but if you just didn't enjoy them at the first time you played them, you probably won't enjoy them now. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully that was a pretty concise review. I tried to wrap it up. This is my first review for an HD remake or a remaster or Redux, from what I know, so I don't really know all the little things I should be talking about. Hopefully I was helpful in your decision, and hopefully I can catch you on my channel watching some other videos. I do have quite a bit of Metro Redux content featuring guides and stuff available on my channel, and hopefully I see you there, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.